Well, hi everybody, and welcome to another Happy Travellers vlog. Following on from the last video that we did, where we're just sort of recapping our real sort of first year, our first full year in a motorhome, picking up the Auto Trail Comanche in January 2018, and sort of working through till the sort of momentous event where we left employment and decided to go full-time travelling.
Yes.
And
we'd lived full-time since
2016.
I mean, before we even worked, we still were travelling, but
so we were, our initial intention back in 2016 was to maybe take a year off and just see what it was like. But we liked the sort of small space living lifestyle and the travelling so much that we decided then just to sell up and buy a motorhome to make it easier. And getting away from the car and the caravan. The caravan was quite a cramped space actually, and you might think a motorhome is, but it's much more convenient in a motorhome to travel, especially around Europe.
Yes,
but
definitely.
When we started to travel around the UK, just in the sort of later part of April, going on the rallies and so on, we started to sort of calculate our costs, because we had no income coming in, living on various bits of work that we could do, and other little bits of income that we get, things like marketing fees and YouTube advertising and stuff like that. Little tiny bits of money coming in, so we needed to be a bit careful, didn't we?
Yes, and I think it surprised most people that we don't own a flat or a house, and we don't own a static caravan, or we don't have a seasonal pitch or anything. Everything we've got is in this van, and there's nothing that we own to go back to, in a way. Not like some people say they rent their house out and then they can go back to that. So we just decided, we threw caution to the wind because we wanted to do it. I suppose that's us, really, isn't it? A bit like that. We just wanted to. And
we do tend to do things that are, how could I say, a little more adventurous than would be the taste for most people.
Yes, we did.
Most people that we've met that full time in their van, they have a property that they could go back to in the UK, that they either rent out or it's empty, or so. One or two that we've met have sold up, and they rely on family.
That's right.
To have a place to live.
Yes.
So it's we're not alone in what we've done, but we are in the minority, I would say.
Yes, we are. And because we don't get any benefits or pensions. We can't live like the holiday lifestyle. We notice it quite a lot on this rally, for example, that people were going to like New Year events and Christmas and things, and they're very they were expensive, as usual. It is the case, isn't it? And we thought, no, we can't.
Well, when you're on holiday, you tend to have a holiday budget, don't you? That you've saved up for, and you use, and it's a bit extra. Like you're out for meals, 60% of the time, 4 or 5 days of the week you're going out for a meal, rather than cooking at home.
Yes, because it's their winter holiday, isn't it? Yeah.
We are more like 95% eating at home, and we might have the occasional bite to eat out at a cafe, but
generally we never do.
And during these sort of more festive seasons, over Christmas, New Year, and so on, a lot of people like to go to those big sort of gathering dinners and that's not something that we really enjoy. I know that does make us sound like we're a bit miserable.
I know.
We're not. We're not miserable really. We like to have lots of fun.
Yeah, we do.
But paying a whole bunch of money for something that we don't really enjoy. You know, you can go for a Christmas meal with a whole group of people, and it might cost you, 30 to £40 each, plus drinks, and you're not enjoying it. So you're really pushing towards £100 by the time your evening or your day is finished, and you haven't enjoyed it. So we tend to sort of hold back from those and not spend the money, because simply, we just don't have that type of income. Keeping an eye on the money.
Yeah, we've got to. Because it still seems a long way off before we get up. I thought it was less time than what it is.
It's over 4 years still till we hit our state pension age.
I know.
And the government start to look after us really well. Pay us back all that money we paid.
Yeah, I know, for years.
Anyway,
but that's beside the point. So that's why we don't. It's not a holiday. It's a lifestyle. So we just enjoy it just as much. Yeah. And often we have great fun. We will, for example, sometimes we go down to the bar on site here when they have 2 happy hours a day, and it's so reasonable the drinks are there that we like, and we're good company. We so enjoy doing that, and you can still have fun. Yes,
we've met some lovely people.
Yeah, absolutely lovely people here.
That you just strike up a conversation with. You can be chatting with them for 2 hours, and it just flies by.
You're not spending a fortune, are you?
And you're not spending a fortune. Only a couple of drinks. You might have a little snack.
But they give you the snack. We used to buy crisps and pork scratchings, didn't we? And they just give you a bowl of.
They just dig them out of a
thing. Yeah, they give it to you.
Tub,
when you buy a drink.
Peanuts and little snacky things. Exactly. That's nice.
It is nice. Yeah.
So getting back to our sort of costs in the second half of 2018, we really tried to look for the auto trail rallies. They ended up costing us an average of about £10 a night, didn't they?
Yeah, no more than that. Definitely no more than that. No,
it was about that.
It was a mixture. Yeah.
Yeah, I think throughout. I think I remember we did a bit of a calculation throughout 2018. We spent an average of £12 a night on site fees, right across. So that's staying at the, camping or the caravan and motorhome club sites. On occasion would have cost us £27 a night. Staying at CL sites on occasion would have cost us as low as £5 a night. And almost anything in between that, from rallies to little sites to places, and
staying for free sometimes.
1 or 2 free
places.
Free places. Yeah, there aren't many of those in the UK.
That's the problem with the UK,
and that really is a big problem with the UK
because we're not like stealth. We're not. If you have a smaller white van and that, you can be stealth, but we're so big that it is more difficult.
Not understand what you mean by. We are not stealth.
No.
There's a thing called stealth camper.
Yeah.
And that is like it looks like an ordinary panel van. It might be a Mercedes Sprinter van. Just an ordinary single colour. No indication that it's a camper.
No.
And you can park those anywhere on the street.
Yeah, it's easier.
And people call those stealth campers, but they've got. The toilet inside. They've got a shower. Maybe they've got beds and so on. So it's just like fished out as a camper. Yeah. But it's not obvious from the outside that it's a camper. They are known as stealth campers for obvious reasons.
And you can get into a lot more places, whereas if you've got like us, there's so many height barriers in the UK, you can't get into the car parks.
Well, we're just over 3 metres tall.
So that's another thing, it's against us in the UK.
Over 9.5 feet tall and 29 feet long, 8.7 metres long.
Yeah, she's a big girl, isn't she?
She is a big girl. And 2.3 meters wide. So it's quite, it's quite a wide vehicle. Big. It's a big vehicle. Strangely, not that difficult to drive compared to other vehicles as well. So, if you ever thought about getting a bigger motorhome, they're really. I mean, I've never driven anything this size before, and I find it very easy.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of it. But getting back to looking for places you can park for free, like free camping, there isn't that much you can confidently park at in the UK. Lots of people do it around our sort of quotes hometown in Brighton.
Yeah, we know
there's
that.
There's a lot of sort of free camping places.
Because we know it, isn't it? But when we go to a strange town, it's so difficult. We know a place in Hove, and we know somewhere in Brighton.
Yeah.
And we used to love Hayling Island. Oh, that was the best place
Hayling
to free
Island,
park.
that wasn't free. That was actually quite expensive. It was £15 a night. They had showers down at the other end of the car park. So it was quite, it was quite an expensive place to park, but they've just stopped it completely, which, crazy, absolutely crazy. Whereas when we started to come across into France, and we looked at all the airs that are around that are free, maybe you need to pay a couple of euros to fill up with water, but €2 to get you 100 litres of water. Toilet emptying and waste emptying you can do. It's so much more welcoming.
It's so difficult in the UK too to empty and fill. And here, the service stations, and there's so many places you can do it for free.
The Camping and Caravan Club, I think it's the Camping and Caravan Club, are starting to offer a sort of 3-hour service. You can go into selected sites and fill up with water, empty your toilet, empty your waste, use the facilities like have a shower, go to the toilet, whatever. But they're charging £7.50. Now I know that doesn't seem much, but I think that's quite expensive, considering all of those facilities are there anyway.
Yes.
And you're a member. It's open to members only. So you're already paying them £50 to £60 a year to be a member. I think it's a bit of a liberty actually to charge that much money, a nominal fee. I think if you were paying £2 maybe, or even £2.50. I think they could justify that, just to say, well, that's the cost of the water and the emptying facilities. But £7.50, they're actually looking to make more profit out of that, and I think that's a really bad thing. I really do.
They should charge a little bit to non-members, but let members, I think, do it for free.
Non-members?
Yeah, could pay a couple of quid, but why should members?
£7.50 for a non-member, £2.50 for a member. I think that would have been the way to go, and then you'd maybe encourage more non-members to become members.
Yes, you would do.
To get that sort of discount. You only need to use it 10 times to get your membership fee back. So anyway, but that's that. But we've stayed in quite a few places. Wendy keeps this logbook, don't you?
Yes, I do.
This was a present from our sister Jill and Dave, just to keep this was Christmas 2017, so this is all of the journeys. But actually you retrospectively filled this out, didn't you?
Because I used to have it in another book.
Yeah.
So I transferred it from when we first got our caravan. I transferred the information, so...
Yeah, April 16
was our first
I
recorded,
So I think the 26th...
Oh, it's May, actually.
The 26th of March...
March, yeah, that's right.
2016, we went to the Chichester Camper and Caravan
Yep.
Club site.
The first
And that was
site.
our very first journey
Yes.
in our coachman pastiche.
Yes.
Um,
we were so excited.
we were so excited.
There's nothing like, we drove away from, was it Sussex
Caravan Centre
Yes.
on the A24, just north of Worthing.
It was such a happy day that was. Oh, goodness
and
me.
we've kept a note of all of the places we've been, and this is Bonterra Park. I've got this marked down as number 72.
This is This is number 72 that we've stayed in since we've had the key to Chloe's. Yeah, this van.
72, and there were 37
in Jasmine Meyer. Yeah. And how many did we go in the caravan?
8, 7, 16.
Yeah.
16, 26. Yeah, 37.
Oh, yeah. 37 in the caravan. And let's see how many there was in Jasmine.
Ah, yeah.
Have a look.
37.
Yeah, no, 20.
Right, yeah.
22.
So 22.
Yeah.
So we got 22, that's 94 and 37, so it's 131. So we've stayed at 131 sites.
Or streets, or wherever we've stopped. Whatever it be, car parks.
All the places, even the pub stops.
Yeah, pub stops, anywhere we've stayed.
Pub stops, CL sites, streets, lay-bys.
Yeah.
Everywhere we've been. So
It's
there's
all
130 odd places that we've travelled to as we've gone through. Most of those have been in 2018, haven't they?
We've done the most in the coach
because we set out to travel in April, and we've been to so many places. You can't remember them, but we've had such a great time. The decision really to come over to France and Spain has been driven by conversations with lots of other people who sort of follow the winter sun, and we go to Spain for 3, 4, 5, 6 months in the winter, and then we come back and so on, and that has been like the catalyst for us, isn't it, to make that decision. And
the ease of it, people told us, and the cheapness, and
easy and cheap, and enjoyable and fun.
Yes,
and, if you've watched yesterday's video, we've had to move indoors because we just got too hot out there making the last video. It really is warm here. It's very cold overnight. It really does cool down, but it's so lovely here, and everybody's so nice.
People say that this Bonterra Park, someone said to us yesterday, they've got the best showers of any campsite in Spain. And I think it's the cleanest toilet and shower block we've been in consistently. It's always clean no matter when you go. So they're wonderful, these Spanish cleaners here. Well, I mean, I don't know if they're Spanish, but the cleaners here, it's a wonderful.
Spanish.
They clean all the time, all round the site. So anyway, we'll give you more of a look at that. So we're going off track as usual.
Yeah.
So yes.
So 2018 has been a massively good year for us, and I think that what might be nice to do in some future videos is to actually have a look in a bit more detail and go back through some of our favourite sites over the last year, and we'll use the logbook to find those and sort of remind ourselves of what lovely places. I mean, for me, one of the best places, we stayed in the caravan actually, so we're not 2018, was a CL site at Ibston, and it was on a massively big hill overlooking the tree line that was just before the M40, wonderful place.
Yeah, that
wonderful
was a
place.
wonderful one.
We really enjoyed that,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah, that's where we had our hair. We shaved our heads there.
We shaved our heads
Oh,
there.
oh, what is it? Oh, I've got it in the book here, but I can't quite remember it. That was a wonderful CL site.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
But anyway, that's a bit of a recap of 2018. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And if you want to continue following us through 2019 on our adventures while we live full time in our motorhome, subscribe. And if you don't want to miss any of those videos, click the bell icon. We'll send you a reminder. But thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to continue to comment in the comment section below. And we'll see you again soon.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.